Alright, I want to take a look at the severe weather threats for the next couple days. Starting with today, we are in a marginal risk of severe weather. We have a pretty isolated but also localized threat of severe weather today. Of course, those models from that one Facebook account showed what could happen later on this afternoon. It showed like a line of storms, kind of, that could produce a pretty isolated risk of tornadoes. We are in a 2%. Our main threat today is wind. That's the reason this marginal is as big as it is due to our 5% wind threat. So we could get really 50 to 65 mile per hour wind gusts likely in that area. I wouldn't really say anything too crazy like 70 or 80. I don't think that would be really too much of a worry. Tomorrow, we are also in a marginal risk. This is going to be almost a tornado outbreak up in North Dakota, Minnesota, and Canada. But we are in this marginal risk here, which goes all the way down to Bowling Green, Kentucky. Our tornado threat isn't prevalent, but they could expand it further south, or maybe have an isolated one here in this area. Main threat is wind with a hail threat up to our north, so we're not in our this hail threat. We are in the wind threat, but any storm that really happens can also produce hail, so I wouldn't be surprised if this shifted south also. And then tomorrow, there's a big enhanced risk for Wisconsin, Minnesota, Iowa, and northwestern Illinois. We aren't in this, but we are in the threat for the day afterwards. There's an enhanced risk 4 days out. This could be another outbreak-like system for central, northern, kind of western Illinois. St. Louis is in this. Northern St. Louis is in this, but we are in the 15%. This could shift south, or the threat could shift north. And, of course, there's going to be a marginal around that. As of right now, we do have rain in the area. There isn't any rotation or really anything going on with this other than winds. If I turn this on, there's a special weather statement up here for 50 mile per hour wind gusts. So just really gusty winds, but our main threat is flooding. We can see there is flooding, flash flooding over here in St. Louis and up here in Springfield, with 1 to 2 inches expected per hour. This is observed flash flooding, so this is ongoing. So this is a very slow-moving system. All we'd really get from this is just a bunch of probably beneficial rainfall and flooding. Other than that, we do need to keep an eye out for maybe an isolated tornado later this evening, and keep monitoring the conditions of what's going to be going on the next couple of days with this severe weather setup that we kind of have going on here. The threat will shift further north over time, so that's why our more tornado like setups are further north, but this setup is going to go southeast, so we would need to keep an eye out, especially on that day 4 risk. We need to keep an eye out for that, but if that stays to the north, then we'll probably be fine.